Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Boy, it's cool today. We went from 100 degrees to like 55 degrees, but I'll take the 55 degrees over the 100 any day of the week, especially when you're working out in it. I'm hooked up to my trailer right here with my truck. Gonna run up to my cousin, gonna borrow his Mini again. Thanks a lot, Scott, for letting me borrow your Mini. It's so helpful. I'm gonna start grading this behind me for our 8-foot covered porch going the whole length of the building, which is 60 foot long right behind me here. Trailer's hooked up, head up there. We're gonna put that on quick, come back down here. We're gonna start digging this. Here we go. All right, I've got this thing laid out for our 8-foot covered porch going 60 foot long. I'll show you what we have here. So I got my 8-foot mark painted out right here in front of me. I snapped a line. We got to be 6 inches below concrete, so I snapped a line all the way around the face of the slab, so I got something to grade to. So here he wants 1 inch of pitch across this. So at 4 feet, I'll drop it a ½ inch, and at 8 feet, it'll be an inch. It's good to go here. We're all laid out. I'm gonna get on the Mini. I'm gonna start grading this out. All right, we'll see where we're at here. Just kind of roughed it around a little bit. We'll take some shots with the laser and start raking it out. So I got the laser set for top of concrete here. Take a couple shots. That's dead center right there. So I did take a couple other shots, kind of got an average. So we're sitting at 4 feet. So we're gonna raise this up 6 inches. You go up to come down. So that'll put us at 6 inches below this slab for top of concrete for the sidewalk. 4, 6. This will be for concrete to 4 feet out. Once we get to 4 feet, I'll drop this a ½ inch and then another ½ inch for the 8-foot mark. That'll give us 1 inch of pitch, 1 inch of pitch going across this. So we'll see where we're at here. That's close. That's almost right on grade right there. It's all high out here. That's good because I need to generate some material. That's probably an inch, inch and a half high. That's almost right on grade right there. It's really not too bad out here by me. It's basically high right here in the middle. So I'll hop on a Mini. I'll do a little work here for a little bit and I'll take some shots. I'm picking up a plate tamp a little later this afternoon. I'm gonna hop on the Mini and we'll get after it. I got something graded here. I'll show you what we got going on. Circles are grade. That's why I snapped that line up against the concrete. That way I have something to go off from. I like it here. I measured out 4 feet, dropped it a 1/2 inch. That's my 4-foot mark, these 2 dots. It's a little high here yet, so I have to put the 2-foot wide haunch in this thing. So I'm probably just gonna pull this right out wide for now. So I'm sitting flat. You always, when you're digging, you always wanna be sitting flat if you wanna dig flat. So I'll show you what we're digging. Our covered porch, 8 feet out, 60 foot long. So I'm grading this section right here, right up against the slab, into this jog and out. And then once this area is 100%, I got to do another trench, a 2-foot wide trench coming off this existing corner all the way down 60 feet and back up. The same as how we dug for the slab behind me. So Harry likes he wants it 2 foot, he wants it 1 foot thick in that haunch area because the posts from the covered porch are going to have a lot of weight on them. This is what we're working on right here, this section right here. So I like it. I'm gonna hop back in the excavator quick, pull this back a little bit more. I'm gonna have to go get a can of paint at the hardware store because I'm out. Once I get it graded 100% in there where I like it, I'll lay it back out and then I'll dig this haunch, this U-shaped haunch all the way around. So I got my flat pad established. I'll show you. Nice flat road down the center where I can sit and dig this haunch. Going right straight down. I'm 100% here. I'll show you what we have. So I laid this out. It's a 4-foot jog and then another 4 feet out. So I'm right on grade from the front of the doors to here. I have to go another 4 feet from here back. And that'll get me to the end of, that'll get me into the haunch. So it's really not that important, but probably another 2 feet from this mark right here, this dotted line I got all the way down through there. 2 feet this way of this mark, and then it's all graded. Then I'll jump over there, I'll lay out the haunch, and we'll start digging that out. Back from the hardware store, I got 2 cans of paint. I really didn't need 2, but I got 2. I'll use it at some point, but laid this out again, I'll show you. So here's my 2-foot haunch, turning the corner and headed all the way to the other end and then back into the other corner. So how I did that was I put stakes up 3/4 of the way back. You can see it down here, right there. And I pulled a string line off that right down the face of the concrete slab. And then I pulled a tape measure 8 feet off the corner here. So my string line I ran right out. I looked right down it to make sure it was nice and straight with the slab. Measured back 8 feet, it's not that far. And then put a mark. Same thing down there on the other end. So laser's on, it's all set up. I dropped it another 6 inches for this haunch. It's actually going to be 7 inches on this end because I got to pitch the haunch too because the top is pitched. Everything's pitching away from the building 1 inch, which it's all covered. So like it's not really going to matter, but we're pitching it just if ever any water got on it, it can sheet off. I'm going to hop in a Mini now. We're going to start digging this out. money right here. The old eye's working pretty good today. Usually I do my best work between 5 o'clock in the morning until about 3 in the afternoon. Then I start getting tired. I'm just kidding. I'll show you what we got here. The grade is perfect. Circles mean perfect. Yeah, so we'll just keep on going. I'll show you what I do to cheat here. So if you ever run a piece of equipment, operators out there know what I'm talking about. When I'm in the machine, I'm taking this bracket off the blade and I'm lining it right up with my white mark. That way I know I stay right in line with my mark. So layout's the key to everything when you're doing this kind of stuff. You know, once it might take a little while to lay it out, but once you get going, it's pretty well brainless. So we don't have much left to do here. Just that little stretch right there. We're gonna be 100% done here with the covered porch area. Keep working at it. This is going too easy. Getting in and out 100 million times, but it's really not a big dig. I'll show you the trench here. I've only got about 6 feet left to go here. So all I'll do here is just I'll jump the trench with the hoe and tie that right into that notch. With that half right there, we'll be good to go. Finish it up here. All right, 100% done. Everything is 100% graded, ready for concrete again. This time, our covered porch entrance. I think it turned out great. I've got 1 inch of pitch from existing slab all the way across to the haunch. Another 6 inches going in there. We'll have 1 foot under the porch post. This went real good. I think it looks great. Shot it all with my laser, and then I ended up getting my level out that I use for pitch and pipe in the woods, just to double check everything. So finished product right here. Next step in the process, Harry will be back here to pour this covered porch entrance. It's a broom finish. That's it for this video. Next video, Harry will be pouring this. I don't know if I'll be here for that, but pretty soon we're going to start construction. Thanks for watching.